We got away with that. We got a helmet on.
The first time I've seen someone shift down in a car movie, I'm not gonna lie.
Wepa is a Puerto Rican expression.
And we love it.
We could only make what we could use. Do you know what I mean? Or what we needed to use. And so then we just made extra stuff around. There's that shot where it's pulling back with him as he's coming in.
Yeah.
It wasn't much more than that. Yeah.
Still, it was plenty.
Yeah.
Really evocative.
Hey guys, me and Vulcan here, and welcome to Hot Wheels Directors React to the best moments of Hot Wheels World Race and Hot Wheels Acceleracers, featuring none other than creators Jeff Gomez and Andrew Duncan. Welcome on. Tell us a little bit about yourselves.
So great to be here, guys. I'm Jeff Gomez. I'm the CEO of Starlight Runner Entertainment. I originally pitched Hot Wheels World Race to Mattel, and to my shock, they said, sure, let's go, let's do this. And the Hot Wheels Highway 35 universe was created out of my offices, and eventually got to the gang at Mainframe, where I met Andrew.
Yes, and I'm Andrew Duncan. I was the series director on all 4 movies and directed the final movie, Ultimate Race. And I was also the voice and the motion capture performer for Monkey.
Guys, thank you so much for your support on the last video. I want to tell you guys, in October when that auction happened, it went for $272. Shout out Vulcan Vugan, shout out Zyrabeth, shout out Jeff Gomez, and shout out Andrew Duncan. Without further ado, let's keep going into this video of Directors React. Get some hand-to-hand fighting in a Hot Wheels movie.
Oh yeah, the MOCAP guys love doing this. Motion capture.
I just love how it sets it up for Acceleracers later on too. Like it's a perfect like.
Oh yeah.
Brian wins this one, then the next one, you know, Kurt wins.
Yeah. We got away with that. We got a helmet on. We could kick him because he had a helmet.
Seeing characters move properly, very rare.
Very unusual. Yeah, we really appreciated it.
I found the wheel.
Was that slow-mo actually, MOCAP?
A lot of it was the drivers. Sometimes when they're driving, that's just keyframe. They would just easier to do that once they're already, hands constrained to the wheel. It was easier just to do all that keyframe. But most of the walking and talking and fighting interaction stuff is all MOCAP. Yeah.
Benji's face.
Oh yeah, this.
Love the boosters, showing how it would be in like this world with the electricity rather than the wheels.
Yeah.
Wepa is a Puerto Rican expression.
And we love it.
Yahoo!
Love it.
One of the animators on this, I remember, was from Uruguay.
Ah.
He really liked Andy as a character too.
Well, I hate to keep sounding like a fanboy, Andrew, but
I love it.
It's so tricky in any kind of animation to convey competitive speed, and to make it feel visceral and that they're really going really fast, and it's accomplished with such elegance, I thought, in the show. This sequence being one of them, where you really felt that they were having at it, mano a mano on the track. Really kind of admirable. I think it's why, kids back then still remember it fondly today.
I think you're right. It was one of those things that was always a challenge, because it was like, what do? Like you switch to another gear, or you like shift gear and hit the gas, you know what I mean? But it was like, as long as you can maintain that thing, it's funny, there is a disbelief that you get where you're like, it does feel like exactly like you're saying, Jeff, that they're just competing with each other. One's going a little bit ahead, one's catching up, and it does add that competition that you need, which is what we were always trying to make sure, is that it was because there was at times where you could fall into the thing. They're just driving down these roads to get to the end, right? And it was like, oh yeah, they're racing against each other. Yeah, remember that?
Too was a wonderful invention. I'm not sure whether it was Mark Edens who came up with it in the script or some collaboration with Mainframe, but that really helps because of the extra boost and the fact that it has to be used discreetly and can be used as a weapon. All that.
It can run out. Yeah, it's a nice thing to give them. Yeah, that was already there when I started, so I don't know. Yeah,
okay, so it was Mark who did it. That's great. At Starlight Runner, we call that the Barbie lawn.
Yeah, but it fit because it was supposed to be a cliff in Japan or something like that.
Yeah, it's Okinawa, I believe.
Yeah, so whenever it works, it works.
Yeah, we always tried to pick something that was generic enough, but specific in a way, but could give you enough of the feeling of it, without being too expensive.
I was the one who turned him in.
Hey, looks like some tasty waves down there. You ever do any surfing where you come from?
My home is far from the ocean. Sometimes it's hard to find water just to drink. Thirst, hunger, and now my people fight each other.
Huh. I guess $5 million could really make a difference.
That is why I drive.
Huh. Funny, I never thought about what winning means to other people.
That was awesome.
What it means to me.
Awesome. It's funny, Andrew, that is an act of subversion in 2003 for us to the subtext of what he's discussing was what was going on in the world at that time.
You're right.
And there's America standing there going, huh.
I never thought about what it might be like for someone else. Yeah.
It was really, and we had to stand on that, guys. It wasn't an easy thing to pull off. There was a lot of hesitation on the part of our corporate masters. But it's truly a testament to my team who stood up on the writing side, and to Andrew and Gio and the Mainframe guys for wanting to keep it. It's to me, it's beautiful, and it's why I can look back at this little kids show and go, damn, it's really an accomplishment.
Yeah, I agree. Totally.
I'm very proud of it.
Yeah, and one of the interesting factors is that Vert sees that Kadeem is actually upset after turning Kurt Wilde in.
Yeah.
That was something I didn't expect as a kid. I was like, why is he upset? Like, the dude was obviously, being mean to him or something, as a kid. And we had found recently, like, a deleted scene somewhere where they actually have a confrontation afterwards. And it makes a little bit more sense or something like that, where it's like Kadeem is actually not wanting to turn Kurt Wilde in, which I thought was very interesting writing-wise.
Interesting, yeah. A lot wound up cut even before production. The drama and consideration being given. I was influenced heavily by anime and so forth, and those are things that the anime that I loved, was reflective of, the Robotech stuff and so forth. If you remember that, Andrew.
Yeah, it was important for us too to give. We wanted Vert to be a hero in more than just action. Do you know what I mean? In thought and in the way he, the way he carried himself. And I think that was what was kind of nice about him as a character, because he was given those thoughtful moments, and he was younger than everyone else, but he was going on an emotional journey as deep as anyone else is on it, even more so in some ways, because he's going from being, I'm the best, I'm better than everyone, I don't care about everyone else, to caring for people and being a team member. And yeah. It was a nice journey for him.
Love Vert.
Yeah.
All love to Vert. Love him. This is In the Ice.
Man, I love going off-road.
Off-road again.
He's off-road again.
Street breed cars are designed for driving in mazes, called cities.
Just the fact that, again, working very quickly and with very little in terms of assets to come up with something as gorgeous and simple as that is I think, really admirable.
We knew we had to make it big enough because you have cars going fast, right? So they have to cover distance, right? You know what I mean? You have to have the sets needed to be of a scale for the action required. So
that's right.
It was always a challenge, but yeah, the team was great at it.
Yeah, we're gonna see more of that scale here in a second, I believe, with Kurt versus Markie, brother versus brother, the first race.
I guess it's Will again. I think.
Driver to be like you, but I'm not you. I won't cheat to win. I have to do what I think is right. So do I.
And the emotional complexity of what they're dealing with each other. He used to admire him. Now there's betrayal and all that sort of thing. It's really nice. It's well done.
Yeah, there's a lot of layers. There's a lot going on for a kids show, like you said.
Exactly. Yep.
I'm not just your little brother now. I'm as good a driver as you are.
I think that might be the first time I've seen someone shift down in a car movie. I'm not gonna lie. Fast and the Furious even nowadays, which is always shift up, always shift up, always shift up.
Mm-hmm.
And in this one, they're actually going down to actually take a curve.
To get the lower gear, yeah.
Younger brother's like, I'm gonna zoom ahead right now. Makes the wrong move. Absolutely love it. It's just incredible. Like, I always geek out. I keep geeking out. I keep watching.
Those drone races are not gonna let you win. Let's flip your wings.
As it's going.
Andrew, I'm not sure if you know this. The pitch in the office. This was day one. Walked into Mattel, and I showed them a newspaper clipping of the documentary Dogtown and Z-Boys about the skateboarders, and it said the cars are skateboards. These surfer dudes who adapted their kind of techniques on the surfboards to skateboards. Now we're going to adapt the surf and skating thing to the cars. And they just called every executive into the office at that point. We got it greenlit in the pitch.
Man, that's unbelievable. Yeah. That's awesome.
Really, nothing like that has ever happened to me since, and nothing like that happened before. It was really it was cool. And
you came in at the right thing with the right moment at the right. Do you know what I mean? And clicked with the right group of people.
and Andrew, that idea occurred to me while I was waiting for the meeting at a Pollo Loco. Is that right?
That's right, El Pollo Loco. El Pollo Loco.
I was just reading the equivalent of a community newspaper in Los Angeles, and there it was, and I was like, "Here, this is it."
Yeah. So there you go. You knew it when you saw it. Yeah.
Yeah. That was it.
It's a city.
Could be Forza Horizon 6 DLC, guys, please. All right, and then this is, of course, again, the grandiose. Gosh, so good. Hot Wheels City. Probably still the most iconic thing that they love to keep around is Hot Wheels City. Even to this day, they set everything in Hot Wheels City for their new shows, their cartoons on YouTube. Everything revolves around the Hot Wheels City.
And this is the first time, right, that
I believe so.
City was ever depicted.
like a city built for cars. That must be it. The Wheel of Power.
Andrew, talk to us about how the city was created. Do you know much?
I think it was, you know, I mean, it was one of those things too. But by the end of the movies, do you know what I mean? We were, you know, I mean, running low on, you know, resources. So I think it really was a real struggle for them to pull that together to make it. So that's why you don't see it a lot in great detail. Do you know what I mean? Like you get like hints of it and everything because we could only make what we could use. Do you know what I mean? Or what we needed to use. And so then we just made extra stuff around. There's that shot where it's pulling back with him as he's coming in.
Yeah.
It wasn't much more than that. Yeah.
Still, it was plenty. Really evocative.
It was that was Will who did that. Who did the finish on it? I think he did 1 and 2, and then I did 3 and 4, and then he did 5.
It's gorgeous.
That was some ride.
Your time is up. All clipped vehicles, prepare to attack.
What we could have hoped at the culmination of it all was what would it be like to take your entire Hot Wheels toy collection and have a war with every other toy you had in your room.
Yeah.
And it was just under the circumstances, all the constraints and limitations. It was gorgeous to realize there.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all really loved picking on Side Draft.
Yeah. I think it's because the voice actor from Kurt Wild did his voice, so I could get him cheaper.
Ah, okay.
I could get him out of pickup.
Serpentine, Bert.
Again, real life car moves. Like this is something that I figured out later on. It's like, oh, that's a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's also a reference to the 70 movies in the 70s, The Outlaws or The In-Laws. Yeah. Peter Falk tells him to run serpentine.
Ah.
To avoid bullets.
Hey.
It's pretty funny.
All right, I believe this is, yes.
Good luck,
Bert and Kurt. The very end.
You have a car.
Galoro!
Yay!
Woohoo! He turned good again.
Redemption.
Ride it!
Yeah.
That's so good.
Like a day at the beach.
Day at the beach.
And
there you go. And that's basically all like the sort of best quote unquote moments of Hot Wheels World Race. I feel like might have been some minor moments and things like that, but I was trying to cover everything. The movies are just
that's a lot,
good.
yeah. It's 100 minutes, yeah.
It's tough. It's so tough.
Truly awesome, and I get to thank Andrew in person for work that really stands the test of time.
Oh, thanks so much, Jeff. And thank you, Will, for writing and coming up with the idea that, inspired us to do our work and inspired generations of people to keep watching it.
I've gotten to fulfill a lot of wishes in my career and work with some wonderful people. but this one just keeps dogging me.
Yeah. It's true. It's the one project I've got the most feedback on. I would say for sure.
Is that true?
From fans and from any of the things that I've done, mostly Acceleracers and World Race are the two things I get the most fan reaction from.
What do you think it is, Andrew? What's?
I wonder. I think what it was, kind of like what you said. I think when you guys can tell us too, like when you watched it as a kid, it felt like maybe you were watching a show that was older than you. Do you know what I mean? So that it felt like it wasn't talking down to you. You didn't feel like it was trying to teach you a lesson.
100%.
And I think that's kind of what it was. I think it was a hallmark to how shows were kind of shifting at that time. Do you know what I mean? How children's television was shifting.
Yes.
And this was kind of like a holdover to that last era, just a little bit before it got where they really would change the shows based on like how it was going to, there was a lot of psychology behind the shows,
right.
You know what I mean, moving forward into the 2000, after 2000. Whereas I think this was still hanging on to a bit of the 90s kind of grit that we always had in things. And I think that's what appealed to kids, I think, is that it felt like you were watching a show older than you. So you were like, you liked it. You know what I mean? It was your older brother's show as opposed to like a show aimed at you. Yeah.
Is that your thought, Valken? Why did you stick around long enough to create this incredible fan work that you've done?
I mean, honestly, when I was a kid, long story short, I got a surgery done when I was a kid, and my mom went to Blockbuster, and she found the 5 movies on DVD. So I was basically stuck with these 5 movies for about 2 weeks. So I ended up watching them like 20 to 30 times. But every time I kept watching back, I'm like, even modern shows at the time just didn't attract my attention nearly as much as these movies did. And I don't know if that's just because the way that y'all approached the story was more than a 9-year-old at the time in my mind could handle, or even with like the cinematography and the way that y'all approached the story. Like I was thinking when we were watching the Markie versus Kurt scene, he has this whole thing about how he's not going to cheat, but then he still ends up losing. To me, that's kind of like a subversion of the standard, like, early 2000s, I have the moral correct, I'm going to win.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's kind of,
You're right.
That's how I approach it, yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's great.
That's awesome.
And like I said, for me, it's because it just felt real. Like, the cars feel real. The characters feel real. I feel like I could be there. I could drive that. Like, if I had a car, I could be in the world race. Like, that's kind of how it felt as a kid. It's like, this could be something that's real. And then, like, you find out they make real-life Hot Wheels cars, and you're like, oh my gosh. And you
Yeah.
Now, you empathize with Vert, clearly.
Yes.
Did you know more than Vert did in terms of your moral and characteristics, your personality, or did you learn as Vert learned across the series?
I think it's a bit of a combination of both. Coming from a Christian background, having that as like morality and understanding like you can't do it alone type thing. I always knew that. But I think really what connected me to Vert foremost, and I know it's weird, but like he just looked like me. And I was like, okay, he looks like me, like that's gotta be who I gotta be like, right? But over the series and stuff like that, he's not perfect throughout the whole thing, and you do learn from him still. I always think back to when I was playing baseball and stuff. I would think about how Vert got in a slump, and we'll talk about that in Accelerator. He gets in a huge slump. Like, at first he's like, he's the best. Like, there's no one better than Vert Wheeler. He goes from zero to hero, and that's how I always pictured myself. And then, all of a sudden, you hit a roadblock, and it's like, what do you do with that? How do you continue? So that's what I really loved about Vert. And he's just kind of that example that I can remember back on to help myself. Oh yeah, like it's not the end of the world. Like you can continue on and things like that. And I don't know. I just always loved Vert. And the Diora too. It just like you said before, it just resonates with you in a way.
Yeah.
And the fact that I also had a friend who looked like Alec. and like we were 5 years old, and he looked like I look like Vert. So like we're playing with
It was perfect.
Diora too, and then I got a friend that loves Kadeem, and so he's Kadeem, and like again, like all of it just felt like you could be like these characters, but you could also make your own story with it, and you didn't have to be necessarily Vert Wheeler to drive Diora 2 and stuff like that. Like Hot Wheels is always scared of, right? They're always scared of characters being in the cars because then, oh, no one else can drive that car. But it just never felt like that for me personally. So yeah, Vert's a special, always special in my heart.
That's great. That's great. That'd be fun. So Andrew plans on you would do Acceleracers and
I'll do another one. Yeah.
Okay.
I like talking about it.
That would be the only way you could keep me for Acceleracers.
Thank you. Sorry. I know.
Because with Andrew, because there is pain and heartache.
I know.
No, of course. That's right. Yeah.
But I had so much fun with Andrew. I'd love to continue.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank y'all so much.
A shout out to your viewers and the fans, best fans in the world. I love you guys, and I'm truly touched that we're still talking about Hot Wheels after all these years.
Yeah, me too. It's awesome.
So incredible. Thank you guys again for coming on, and we'll see y'all in another video for Acceleracers React. For now, bye y'all, be here, be square for more Hot Wheels culture content.
Welcome to the Acceledrome. My name is Peter Tezla. I'm the founder and president of the Scrim Corporation. I want to use the wheel to benefit humanity. There was something in the ancient inscriptions. Wisdom is a circle. What you receive, you must give back.